Alright then, everybody. I want to welcome everybody to the Learn Dota 2 Spring League Best of 2 series this evening. We have got coming up for you Team Wet versus Original Old Geezers, and with that, let's take it away.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So,
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
coin flip went the way of Old Geezers, so they...
Morty, guess what time it is?
or Team Wet, so they opted for the Dire, and Old Geezers are going to have the first bans and picks coming up in here. So, let's see how much my chair can fucking squeak on this replay too. You know, I'm looking forward to that. So, I was taking a look at both of these teams before the games, and it looks like we've got a really nice average. It seems as if both teams are kind of wavering in the 1.5 to 2.5 region. So, we're up for some pretty awesome dotes. I don't know about you guys. I'm hyped for some dotes of epic proportions. So, Original Old Geezers are going to ban out Phantom Assassin, and Team What actually getting rid of the Abaddon. Very interesting ban choices coming out here from both teams. Probably just picking out heroes that they don't want to deal with, or ones that they premeditatedly know that the enemy team does well at. I'm not too sure.
Oh, man, Rick, there's only
I know if I was in this situation, I probably wouldn't be that concerned with banning out an Abaddon, and I certainly wouldn't be considering banning out a Clinks. So here we go into the next ban of Team What, and then Original Old Geezers is going to have their first choice. Now, when you're looking at doing a draft,
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a
you want to be thinking of your first two picks especially that are kind of paramount to the entire team's idea of your strategy. So whether you want to open it up with a support to make it a little bit more unknown, or really go bold and show off that you're going to have a core, so that, like, a specific core position, so that you can try and have the enemy team acclimate to that in order to maybe throw off their original strategy. So when you're looking at a draft, it's very much a chess-like interaction between the ones that you ban and the ones that you pick, and the timing of which you're doing that.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now. Go, Dire Team. Pick them up. Pick them out.
So Original Old Geezers are opting for the support route of the Shadow Shaman. Now, what's great about Shadow Shaman, especially as a first pick in a Captain's Mode game, is that it gives you two sources of lockdown. You have one that disables their attacks and abilities, one that's a hard disable that they can't move, and then you've got great tower pushing potential as well. So
5 seconds, Morty.
the only thing that a Shadow Shaman dictates to me is that your team is probably going to death ball and drop wards and pressure towers very easily or very quickly. Now, on the contrary, Team What also going for a little bit more of the support, start-centric draft approach. And now they may be looking for something that has a good single-target stun, or something that is looking more towards a team fight sort of potential. Witch Doctor is going to be doing heavy physical damage with his ultimate. He has good push potential as well, so both Original Old Geezers and Team What could be looking for death ball strategies here because of these styled support pickups that we're seeing here,
Reserve time.
rather than seeing like a Dazzle or something like that. Although Dazzle is a team fight hero, so that was maybe a bad example.
Silencer.
Okay, so Silencer, I think they probably picked that because they didn't want to ban it. That's my thoughts, because that's really big for getting rid of the Witch Doctor channeling ult. But it could be a core Silencer too, so they just wanted to run that out also. Either way, if you're running a Witch Doctor, Silencer could be one of those heroes in the back of your head that you want to ban out. Same sort of deal if you're doing an Enigma or something like that. Now, Original Old Geezers going into this next pickup here, they're going to want to look at someone that is going to have relatively good int,
5 seconds.
durable, not necessarily spamming spells here. So, with that in mind,
Reserve time.
they want someone that isn't super mana dependent, too. And that leaves a pretty big pool open of heroes that they can choose here. But again, you don't know if they're going to be looking to show us another support, or if they're looking more towards a core position role. I do want to apologize for the last, few minutes of the draft that did not have the voice coming in-game, but only over the stream, so I apologize for that for anyone that's going to be watching this in post right now, and I would advise you to go to the stream, twitch.tv/sKaiHIGgaming. I'll have it on YouTube as well, so you can hear the opening draft thoughts also. But original Old Geezer is going to opt for the Phantom Lancer here. So the mana burn is going to be really strong. Maybe they're looking at it in terms of the paralyzing cask, giving that cask more targets so that the likelihood of it hitting the proper correct targets is going to be a little bit more difficult. And it kind of coincides with the push that Shadow Shaman's going to have as well. Compounding on that, Silencer Ultimate's not going to be a big deal for a PL so much, because it's a PL. Like, it's going to be the same sort of thing if he gets, I don't know, not as often as you think are you really using the Doppelganger as an escape sort of method. But original Ogies is going to look to ban out the Slark now. Kind of curious there. I know Sklark's been ran a lot lately, but I didn't think that they would be that worried about getting it out of the game. So, regardless, we're looking at the next couple bans coming out from both teams here. I'd like to see Team Wet looking to ban heroes that are going to be centric around the push idea, the ideology. Maybe get rid of some mids that can build space while others are pushing out the lanes and stuff like that. That's kind of where I would be thinking. But they choose to get rid of the Vengeful Spirit, and she is a great hero actually for them to ban out here. Single target stun, negative armor, more attack damage, the whole shebang, the whole shebang. And Old Geezers are going to get rid of the Void. So one of the big reasons why I like that they did this ban right here is because of the Witch Doctor Faceless Void synergy, where Faceless Void would chrono them, and the Witch Doctor would use his ultimate just outside of the chronosphere, so it would hit into the chronosphere. And that's a really strong synergy that people like to do. Formerly, you could also see a lot of Skywrath Mage sort of Faceless Void shenanigans also. So that's a pretty big deal, too. Bum 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 bum. I'm not sure how I feel about this Sand King ban. I like Sand King a lot, but was it necessary for them to ban him out here? Maybe. I mean, Shadow Shaman and Sand King roaming around together is relatively strong. Sand King can always fall back on the jungle and then come out with a Blink Dagger and build space. It doesn't coincide super much with the Death Ball, but it would give them some really strong, durable, reliable initiation, much more so than like a Shadow Shaman. So I could kind of see where What's Head is at with that ban. We'll see. We'll see. So Earthshaker here is... So we've got double stun now with the Silencer backup too. So Team Wet are looking to posture with the Silencer probably being a core. I wouldn't expect them to be running it as a support in this instance anymore. And original Old Geezers are going to look for some Dazzle Phantom Lancer play. Now this is a fun synergy. The way that Dazzle's Shadow Grave works is that it does damage based on healed targets in an area. So essentially, if there's 4 targets all surrounding a unit and Dazzle throws a heal, then that means it does 80 damage per target hit per unit surrounding that area. So level 4 on this is going to be 7 by 140, so you could be effectively dealing out well over 800 damage, 900 damage, with physical damage as a Dazzle with a PL at level 7. So it's pretty damn silly to see. I've definitely seen it happen before. And this really just sets up original Old Geezers to go into a Death Ball mid like a Death Prophet, because Death Prophet's ultimate is physical damage. Dazzle takes out physical damage as well. It's going to just be absolutely ridiculous. So the armor... Oh, man, I could see it coming. If Original Old Geezers gets Death Prophet here, I think that's going to be really scary for them. And Team What opt for Dragon Knight. So it certainly is with the push lineup, because Dragon Knight ult can certainly push. But, oof, I don't know. I see scary potential for Original Old Geezers with the synergy of their draft and the direction that it's going in. And I don't know if Team What's going to be able to deal with it, because right now, it's going to be a little bit tricky for them to deal with these Shadow Shaman wards as is, because they have an Earthshaker and a Dragon Knight. Silencer will be okay to get to poke them down, same with the Witch Doctor, as long as the other two are in the front, but... This is a curious pick. A Bristleback. That's got to be like a comfort pick for someone on the team, because I really don't see where the Bristleback comes into play with this draft, aside from it having some negative armor property to it too, and being durable. I would have much rather had them have something in the offlane that has a little bit more tankiness to it. Perhaps like tankiness with initiation. So like maybe like a Centaur or a Clockwork. Clockwork wouldn't be that good. Centaur would actually be okay. I'd want someone that could help with pushing down the towers too. Beastmaster. 100% Beastmaster. Original Old Geezers, that Bristleback should be a Beastmaster.
Oh, man. Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So as a reminder, guys, this is the Learn Dota 2
5 seconds left now.
Spring League. What versus OOG? And
Hey, Morty, guess what time it is?
team averages for the MMR are going to be floating in like the 1.5 to 2.4 sort of range. So just some good old-fashioned dotes. That's for sure. OD ban, Viper ban. Last pickup now for Team What. What do you think we have to expect here? I don't know. Weaver.
Come on, Radiant.
Negative armor from the Beatles. Good maneuverability. Time lapse is annoying. Maybe they can make some serious plays happen with it. And the Beatles persist on the Phantom Lancer if he goes into Doppelwalk. So that's an added bonus as well. Last pick for Original Old Geezers. Are we going to see a Death Prophet? I don't know.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Or are we going to see a Death Prophet? 30 seconds after that on reserve time.
Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
25 seconds. It's going to be all on Original Old Geezers. What do they think is the best mid that they could have in this fight?
Oh, man. Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Death Prophet! They did it! They did it! They did it! I like Original Old Geezers draft a lot. Honestly, I think this is going to be a really hard game for them. For Team What. But we will see how it all ends up panning out, guys.
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around. Relax, Morty.
Alright, and without further ado, let us introduce our teams. On the Radiant, we have Chainsaw Lobster Game leading the charge on Shadow Shaman, Atlas on Death Prophet, Dr. Waffles on Phantom Lancer, Moment on Dazzle, and Bob Ross on Bristleback. And coming out from the Dire, we got some early vision just being placed by Zeratul23 on Witch Doctor, Stark on the Dragon Knight. I'm dying.
The battle's about to start.
BJ Chu on the
Come here, buddy. Come here.
on the Earthshaker,
Fill in with me.
Erlanco on Silencer, and last but not least, we've got Yeezy on the Weaver. Big initiation coming out here. We've got the fissure already dropped and the cask as well. Casual throwing out of some crypt swarms here. More right clicks to follow. Bob Ross already leading on the pursuit. Stark's taking some heavy damage here. Already up to 4 quill spray stacks. I honestly think if he pursued in there, 2 more quill sprays off, he would have killed 2, maybe even more. But with 6 charges on the magic stick, Dragon Knight, he could have definitely healed himself up if he needed to, but he's going to look to want to finish that out into a wand at some point here. It looks like we're branching off with 2-1-2 lanes right now for the Radiant and the Dire, actually. I don't know where most of our attention is going to be. I know Bob Ross with the Zeratul and Starked up here. That's going to be a pretty chaotic instance, and he already ate his mango. Ugh. No mango. No mango chill. And, yep, there's the magic stick proc. He's just going to be able to heal himself up. Uh-oh, what's going on in mid? Atlas and Irlanko. Big skirmish is coming off on here. Triple circlet loadout. What sort of stat efficiency is this? I think he's going to go triple nulls. Or maybe a magic wand and double nulls. I don't know. We'll see. That's a lot of stats. So right now Atlas is doing a relatively good job zoning out the silencer, but still relatively even too. He's keeping him pressured out. He's forcing him to use a lot more regeneration too. And another mango already being eaten. What? These guys eating these mangoes like they grow on trees. What is this? Where do they keep getting all this fruit from? Why don't they just use their clarities? I don't know. Generally, when you have a mango, you want to hold on to it as long as possible until you're in a situation where you need that mana rather than want the mana. Because in all these fights, it's been wanting the mana, not needing the mana. He dropped his clarity on him. He's just holding on to it. Oh, they passed it back. Yep, there he goes. He cast it this time. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wow, that one poke right click did a lot of damage to Zeratul. Like, he got it, like, chunked down at the top.
I don't think so. Invisibility.
Alright, Bichu, Earthshaker, Romanoff grabbing the bottom rune, and Dr. Waffle is just going to look to farm away. 5-1 on Silencer, 4-0 on Mr. Waffles. Doctor, excuse me. He has a doctorate of wafflery, and he did some graduate studies in mapelectomies. I don't know what that is. Syrup studies? Syrup studies, yes, that's it. So I would really like to see Mr. Waffles, Dr. Waffles, throwing those stuns out on Weaver, especially if he doesn't have the mana to juke it. He's got a lot of regeneration on him, and he'll have that coolest soon, but Earthshaker is much more durable, comparatively, because he has a bigger HP pool, so he'll be able to just use these tangos and heal up a little bit more, and they want to zone out the person that's trying to farm, much more so than the guy that's trying to zone for the guy to farm. I mean, you want to zone them both out equally, but in terms of prioritization, there you go. Atlas getting some heavy harassment off here on Silencer in mid. He's got his first null back at the base. He'll have that coming out to him relatively soon. And if we switch our attention back to top, I kind of got to give this... I mean, it looks like it's an even trade relatively now. Switching to net worth. Yeah, it kind of seems like it's relatively even trade. You know, Shadow Shaman and Bristleback actually leading their lane, you know, comparatively. But it's a sad day. It's pretty close regardless. It's really close. This whole game looks like it's pretty close. Got some good old-fashioned dotes, guys.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, Atlas getting his boots coming out, and away he went. And I fucking missed first blood, because I was messaging someone off to the side. Well, okay. He killed him. He bought a Blades of Attack. I'm a failure. I'm a failure! Harassment coming out on Dr. Waffles on bottom. He's going to salve up, and he'll be able to run him a little bit back, so that ain't too bad.
Dire's middle tower's under attack. Dire's middle
Just a
tower
little bit of
under
harassment coming out on top. Silencer rotating top to try and do a little bit of recovery, I guess. He's got 2 intelligence, so... Poor Shadow Shaman. Now, right now, Death Prophet should be looking to push the tower, push the wave, not hit your own creep 4 times and deny it down. You really want to be looking to right-click as much as possible, get this pushed out, and then use your ult and pressure the tower. Because Silencer's not here, so why not take that time to just take the tower? Since I missed another kill out on Shadow Shaman on top. That's what realistically Atlas should be doing with this time of there not being a guy here in mid. And look, now he's gonna be back in mid. So back to the safe lane for the Radiant, off lane for the Dire. We've got Yeezy looking to do some pretty well harass. He's 17-0 right now. Dr. Waffles on the contrary, 19-3, so farming relatively equal. Not sure how much this Earthshaker is paying off in terms of building space for him, but if something does happen, he can always throw down a fissure, and then he'll run away, and then they'll rinse and repeat.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Now, back to bottom, BJ Chu. He needs to really get some boots. Yeezy's taking some heavy harassment, but he still has to salve if he wants to heal up. Back he goes. Destruction. Alright, Death Prophet, please, can you push this tower? That would make me so happy.
Dire's middle tower.
So happy. Like, as soon as you hit level 6, you need to use it. That's when... You know when it's good? When as soon as you can use it, and then you know when it's good again? As soon as you can use it again. Because the sooner you use it, the sooner it's on cooldown. And that means that you can use it again to push. Because why would you want to just have it for 2 levels and not use it? That's really... Think about it that way too. I don't know.
For you.
Gotta make use of that ult. Gotta make use of that ult. Bum. Dr. Waffles, what are you doing down here, man? Don't be getting all sketchy. You got some beetles on you, though. Uh-oh, pings are coming out up top. Stank throwing out another casual fire breath. The stun is going to be coming out onto the bounce. It's going to be overwhelming. Are they going to be able to take down Bob Ross right here? A couple more right clicks to follow. Maledict is kind of crazy. He's got the magic stick, though. He'll be able to retreat. But a couple more procs on the Maledict. Nope, he's good. He's good. Level 1 Maledict, guys. Oh, no, that was level 2 Maledict. I'm a liar. And he'll be able to heal up. And nobody leaves the lane. Nobody leaves the lane. So it looks like the Dire are posturing to try and make something happen here in bottom. Silencer back in the tree lines. Moment sitting very far back, allowing Dr. Waffles to have some space to be aggressive. And also recognizing the room could come. The fissure off the mark, but it does block off pathing. He's able to doppel walk away. And nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. They're just going to disengage off that. And, oh, triple null Silencer. He's just stat happy. That is pain. That is pain. And is Death Prophet going to do something pushing on the towers? Nah, looks like she's going to rotate bottom now. And she's going to push out mid. Or bottom. Or fight. Or something. Can you use your ult and a Spirit Siphon? And kill him? That would be great. Oh. Here come the Beatles. And he's following up with more right-click damage. You don't need to cast Crypt Swarm. You don't need to cast your Exorcism. You just right-click him. I got you, Atlas. Okay. Meanwhile, in top lane, Bob Ross farming away. 38 last hits right now. Uh-oh, initiation coming out from Stark. He's gone into the dragon form. Double stun coming out. Zeratul with a big ultimate, and 1-for-1 trade already. A couple more right clicks from Bob Ross, and down will go the Witch Doctor. Oh no. Bob Ross just spamming away at everybody in chat. Oh god. Let's plant some happy trees for Zeratul. Let's get a GG Ross for Zeratul. Let's get a GG Ross for Erlanco, guys. And meanwhile, Atlas finally using that exorcism. They're pressuring out the lane. And here comes the 4-5. BJ Chu sitting far back, dropping those fissures to try and keep the lane back. More harassment. Some heavy damage. 2 rotations are already coming in. I don't even think he knows about this. Because Stark's already in the dragon form, he's going to look to be able to initiate on Atlas very easily. Big fissure coming out. Great grave by Moment. Able to save him in just a moment. And Stark is actually going to fall. The Dazzle Weave with the Death Prophet synergy, absolutely overwhelming. They get a ton of damage on the tower, just around 900, and that's not everything. Yeezy. Oh no, I think they might be able to get a PL off this? Nah, that's a lot of armor. 18 armor, 19 armor. That is one tanky PL with the thanks of it, Mr. Dazzle. Dazzle, my favorite Pokemon. So meanwhile in mid, Chainsaw Lobster King should look to drop these wards right now, and he can actually kill Earthshaker if he recognized it the moment he came in. If he just dropped wards on top of him, followed up with a shackle, and then, you know, as soon as the shackle duration was over, used shock, he would have been dead. Nothing they would have been able to do about it, too. He could have laughed in his face. Then he could have probably transitioned into taking this tower immediately off for that. You hear that, Shatter Shaman? You could have been maniacal! Everybody would have called you a champion. You would have gotten a kill and the tower. But instead you've got a sweet dress. That's all I got. I don't know. So he's going to push up bottom. Zeratul getting a little bit of aggressive vision for the team. And Erlanco and Bijochu looking to try and go on Bob Ross here. Fisher just a little bit off the mark. Here comes the harassment from the Glaives of Wisdom. And I only say that because they're not going to be able to finish him here. Bob Ross is a tanky guy. He's just going to back away and laugh in their face. He's already got his Vanguard finished up. Because OOG as a whole are farming relatively well. This is all them just farming better. So right now we're just kind of going into the mid-game phase at this point, just seeing the farm spread across the team, OOG having a very dominating lead across them. Death Prophet has her ultimate ready again. I would like to see her start to pressure more towers with it. Mid tower relatively low, bottom tower also low, top tower relatively high. So, you know, they could always push up there. I want to see Shadow Shaman use his ultimate too. He hasn't used that yet. You don't want to conserve your ult. Again, as soon as you get these big items, you need to push with them and apply pressure. That's really the thing. Like, think of it this way. As soon as you get a Blink Dagger, you don't go off into the jungle and then use the Blink Dagger to farm faster. Or it sounds pretty silly when you think about it. Yeah, it does kind of increase your farming speed because you're able to move in the jungle quicker, but you don't get a Blink Dagger to farm in the jungle. You buy it to fight. So, okay, great to see Death Prophet now taking the mid tower. Ultimate a little bit overcommitted. They didn't really need to do that. But, uh-oh. Moment has just been picked off. It's a sad day. Dazzle getting 2 intelligence shorter. And Silencer just kind of flaunting and rubbing his nipples. Look how smart I am, guys. That's what he's saying. Look at me. Look at me. Back in the top lane, we've got Bob Ross spamming away at Ogre Club. I'd expect him to go off into a Sanjin Yasha then from there. I'd like to see him get better boots, though. That would really help him out in the lane. And now they're looking to push out the bottom tower. They're going to keep on going off. Keeping up that harassment. Pressure in these towers. Building space. Waffles is going to have his Diffusal coming up soon. And uh-oh, here comes Stark. Is he going to look to follow up in here? Dire now 3. That's a great ultimate coming out from Erlanco. And oh, Zeratul dropping the dance of his people. They're going to take out 2 people off the bat. And Atlas now on the retreat. The Beetle's doing heavy damage. Beetle actually getting the kill on him. Easy can just do a walk away at this point. And it looks like OOG really need to translate something off of this. Dazzle wasn't there to help. How much of a help he would have had? Heal, Grave, Weave, a lot of armor. Bob Ross still just pushing out the top lane, and now with the rotations coming out from the Dire, they're going to be able to take off this tower A-OK and rotate over to the other lanes too, and then it's like it didn't even happen. Yeah, the Radiant have already taken 2 towers earlier, or 1 tower earlier, so maybe they saw this trade coming, but I don't think it was the best trade they could have made. It's because we're right back to an even ball game, guys.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, Erlanco with the Claymore at the base. So we're going to see a Shadow Blade pick up on this Silencer. So Mr. Waffles is now farming away. He's almost got his Diffusal.
Oh, Radiant's top tower
Bob
is under
Ross,
attack.
again, grabbing his Ogre Club. Is that going to be his Sanj? No, he's just got an Ogre Club coming to him, and he's not going to be able to grab it unless he drops something. Unless he finishes treads off at the side shop, then he could do that.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit. Oh man, what? Get up on
Yep,
out of here, 'cause
they're
Radiant's
just pushing away on the top. That's great. I mean, that's all they really need to do here. They can just group as a team, push towers, siege them with Dragon Knight. But so can OOG.
Dire's bottom tower's destroyed.
Both of these teams are actually sitting in great positions to just siege towers. They all have expendable things to do it, too. Oh no! Alice! Oh god! Absolutely terrible. And they're just gonna keep on pushing. Keep on pushing! Oh, no, they're backing up. Okay. Well. Dazzle! Dazzle, 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 la dazzle. Shadow Wave! See, it's just all about the dazzle, man. I don't know. It's just sitting so poor. It's a sad day if you're Dazzle, let's be real. So Dragon Knight has his Blink Dagger finished up at the base, and that'll be coming out to him soon. That's going to be huge to give him that initiation coming out, because Earthshaker's still pretty far away on that. So they have Silencer with the Shadow Blade, Dragon Knight with the Blink Dagger coming out, Earthshaker more than about halfway towards his Blink, and then Weaver going towards a Lincoln, and then Witch Doctor going for something entirely different. And we've got some zoning wards here, so they can't push the tower. I would have much rather liked that being pressed on a ward. Oof. That's a big old shock. Shock on your face!
What's the grave room doing there?
Yeah, but they can't pressure that tower now, because they just dropped their expendable source of damage in mid, right there. Sad day. Pichu, you should really just still be farming out here. Grab your Blink Dagger, man. Farm that, farm that, farm that.
That's for me.
Actually, you can't farm all that. You'll just die to damage. But you should definitely have farmed that. That's for sure. Look at that. Oh, man, that's like 260 gold. Oh, no. Atlas is getting picked off again. That Blink Dagger Dragonite. The Blink Dragon Tail is so strong. And Dazzle's just sitting mid by himself, like a boss. He's like, I don't care if you guys are 5. I'm Dazzle. I'm just gonna shallow grab myself and TP out if I have to. Great Silencer ult, chain stuns, and all beat you with the ultimate. And Lobster King's gonna fall. There goes Dr. Waffles. Moven's already gonna go down too, and it's a whole team wipe! Yeezy is dominating, Erlanco is dominating, and Stark got a double kill. All 5 of them just falling immediately. Jeez. Great team fight. Absolutely devastating.
Middle tower is
That's a huge experience change in Goldswing. They're going to be able to take the tower as well.
Because Radiant just fortified their structures.
What a swing, guys.
Radiant's middle tower.
And look, they're just going to be able to continue the pursuit here. Alice is going to try and just spam Crypt Swarm to keep him back, but I think they should be able to keep pushing up with this, but if the good cask does fall, then no. I think they're just going to take that half a tower and back. Oh, man. Easy. Yeah, he's going for Lincoln's. So Lincoln's in this game, realistically, is only gonna stop Poison Touch, Shackle Hex, Lance, and then Goo. So it's not that much. And then I guess the DPUs and shit like that. I still don't think it's that much. I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see. We'll count the amount of times Lincoln's procs. How about that? Ha ha ha. Beat you at 1746.
Mega kill.
And a mega kill. So dead. So Silencer is at plus 24 int now. He is becoming destructive. The amount of intelligence he's stolen from the poor Dazzle. And Shadow Shaman. Oh my god, poor Shadow Shaman. And others, I'm sure. Because 20... That's so much. 24! He's been involved in 14 of his team's 15 kills. Silencer's the real carry. Dr. Waffles did not TP very far. I wonder if he recognizes that now. Well, he didn't TP that far. So just a bit of overextension from the Witch Doctor. He threw out the Paralyzing Cask and wasn't really going to be able to do anything there. But, uh-oh, we've got a Goo and a Beetle's thrown out here. And Beat You now with the Hex. He's just going to immediately fall. Yeezy doing a little bit of harassment with Shikuchi. But with the Exorcism committed by Atlas, they're going to be able to take this top tower. A-okay. They can throw out a Fortify if they want to, but you can fault if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. But your tower can't defend. And then you're dead. And then you're not no friend of mine.
Regeneration.
You can Dota. You can Dota. Everybody, look at your Dota. You can Dota. You can Dota. Everybody, how about some Dota? Alright, so they're going to use the Weave to make everybody nice and tanky with some bonus armor over time. They're going to pressure this tower. Although the Weave is down, excuse me, although the Exorcism is down, the Weave allows them to continue to apply pressure. And they even choose to commit the wards, too. That was definitely excessive. They didn't need to use that. They could have just rotated as a team and continued pushing with the wards, rather than use them there. Although it did speed it up a little bit. I don't think it was worth it in the end. Uh-oh, Atlas in a bit of a pickle. Stark did already blink forward. There comes the stun coming out, and Yeezy doing so much right-click damage. The Hex doesn't even matter. Atlas is going to fall. And great Silencer ult coming out here. Lobster King not going to be able to shackle or Hex anyone out of here. And they're just going to disengage. They got what they wanted. They got one, and now they're out. These gold swings, man. My heart can't take it.
Invisibility.
Erlanco now at plus 24 Vitality Booster. So I'm going to kind of expect an Atos. Uh-oh, ran into a bad situation. Here comes the dust already. Bob Ross looking for the pursuit on Stark, but it's not going to happen. Are they switching their attention? I don't know if they're gonna try to, but they're so freaking mobile. Make it so difficult for Dr. Waffles to do that. Dr. Waffles. Uh-oh. Team what? They've smoked up as 5, and now they're rotating in the jungle. They know they have vision there. They're going. Are they going for Roche? Or are they wrapping around on bottom? Wow, they've got a wraparound coming out on bottom. Stark is leading the charge. He blinks forward. He's not going to be able to get Dr. Waffles. Bob Ross is now the target. Here comes a paralyzing cast. He's going to look to drop out Bob Ross. Bob Ross TPing immediately. Another fissure coming out, and he's going to fall. Dr. Zeratul committing the ultimate too. And they're going to be able to take out Dr. Waffles. Start getting that double kill. Ugh. Juicy. But meanwhile in mid, Chainsaw and Atlas are going to be able to drop both of their ultimates, commit that down. They're going to take this mid tower. I don't know if they're going to be able to translate that for more. I think they only should have used 1 here. I think they should use DP ult first. And then use the wards when they got to this tower. If they were going to continue to push that far. But it really looks like they should have just used 1 then. They shouldn't have used both. Because this DP ult is already going to not do anything. Because what? He just farmed like a couple creep waves with it. Alright, Stark just farming away. He's going to have this Daedalus coming up soon. Death Prophet is going to have his Octarine core. Her. And that's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to synergize nice with Ultimate, bring down that cooldown of all the spells, allow her to be much more aggressive in the fight. Oh my god. And we've got Shadow Shaman, the Swag Shaman. He's got that Aether Lens now, so he's going to be able to shackle from hella distance. And that's going to be super for his team, because with no Blink Daggers on OOG, they're really looking literally for the Death Ball. They're just running at you. That's their strategy. That's the, hey, let's run at them. Let's go, guys. Let's run at them. Because that's what you do with a Dazzle on your team and a Bristleback. You just run at them. What are they going to do? Whereas Team Wet are looking and consistently relying on much more finesse. They're looking for these blink initiations. They're looking for this high mobility with the elusiveness of this silencer that's squishy but hitting for her freaking truck. And the same sort of deal with the Weaver. And just like Witch Doctor, it's a heavy physical attack damage, yeah, but he needs to be able to get the initiation on his ground. So, like, we've got Death Ball on one side, and we've got Pick Off and Push on the other. Who would you rather be playing on? Really isn't that big of a lead. And mostly it's because of support disparity. So, like, all the cores are relatively equal. Bum, bum, bum. I think this Bristleback probably should have gotten an aura item after Vanguard, or finished off the Crimson Guard before that. Crimson Guard would go well with the illusions. And the beetles and shit like that. Yeah, that would be great, actually. So if you got a Crimson Guard before the BKB, because like if you think about it, it's this BKB is to remove what exactly? You're worried about Earthshaker, a single target stun, and then Silencer ult, which is blocking the other things. So like Bristleback shouldn't be worried about a BKB that early. I was really hoping that was like a Saint Yasha or something like that. But big Silencer ult coming out. Dr. Waffle's going to fall immediately. Bichu is actually going to be able to run in and just poke him once down with the right click. That Enchant Totem doing so much damage. Double kill going his way. And away goes Bob Ross. Oh no. Atlas He's left alone. He's trying to keep the wave back with a Crypt Swarm. Stark is going to be able to blink in 1 second and look to initiate, and I would if I was him. This Fortify doesn't scare me. BJ2's got a Fissure. He already dropped it, though, so whatever. Uh-oh, here's the initiation out on Bob Ross. Stark, he's taking some pretty freaking heavy damage here, and the Quills are absolutely overwhelming, but it's not enough in the end. And are they looking to... No, they're not going to continue the pursuit on him. They're going to farm up. They're going to go back. They're going to do the Roshan. That's what they should do right now. They should farm Roshan. And we've got 3 people TPing top to farm that creep wave. And only 2 people over here. But they should still do Roshan. That's what I would do if I was them. I don't know how I like this Earthshaker going for the mech, Guardian Greaves, but I guess if they felt like it was something that they 100% needed, then yeah, get it on him. I would have rather had it on the Silencer, though. I mean, he does have Blink, but I feel like there's better items that he can get. It's a lot of mana. That's really it. It's just a lot of mana. What is going on? Zeratul, he has his Aghanims now, guys! Zeratul has his Aghanims. I have not... Alright, what's everybody got? We've got Atos Shadowblade, Daedalus Blink, Blade Mail as well. Blink, almost mech. Yes, mech. Lincolns, Ags. So... I mean, meanwhile, Team Wet is smoked up as 5, and they're actually they're wrapping around on the whole enemy team, and oh, they're gonna find Bob Ross. Bob Ross, though, actually going Invis, and the smoke breaks on the Invis Chainsaw Lobster. Is he gonna look to try and continue pursuing in here? Oh no, they found Dr. Waffles again! Oh no, 95 plus 57. Oh my god, 38. And down goes Moment, too. More intelligence. He's hungry. His brain. He just needs to take his straw and just jab it through their ear. Directly into their brain. And just like... just a little bit. Oh, man. They're just they're losing so much intelligence. It's just a sad day. It's just a sad day. Wait a second. Dazzle's getting mech. Alright, well. Meanwhile, across the map, Dragon Knight is taking an Aegis. Oh, yes. Oh, they finished their Desolator too? Okay, okay. Big swing. 10k now for Team What? You think that's enough for them to just push in and try and end the game? Maybe with the next Dragon form, so like in 45 seconds they can look to push up, but like right now, definitely no. If they get a pick, then definitely can translate into something big, and uh-oh, no, they found Moment again! He's gonna lose more intelligence! That's not good, and we've got a blink forward from Stark. No stun coming out, though. Dr. Waffles, you need to get back. You're in a scary spot, Dr. Waffles. Lobster King! Why are they backing up? Just make the Radiant feel like they can trust you. And then go in and stab them in the back. That's what you want to do right now. Be like, oh, guys, we're backing away! You win! Yay! And then stab them! That's what you should do if you're Team White. Oh, big initiation from Stark. Atlas, he's going down with that Blade Mail to boot, though. Oh, absolutely delicious. And Black grading a great Echo Slam off. And it's already a 4-man wipe. Witch Doctor with the Ultra Kill here. Un, deux, trois. And no, they're still looking for more blood. Bob Ross now taking heavy damage. Stark, he's okay. Everybody's okay. on the Dire. Everybody's okay. The Radiant, not so much. But, jeez. These fights are certainly not going their way. And Earthshaker's able to heal up the entire enemy and the entire team. You know, if he had that Guardian Greaves or something like that, then he's going to be looking in a whole world of happy.
Top tower has fallen. I don't know if you know this, but Radiant's top barracks are getting attacked. Radiant's top barracks have fallen. There goes Radiant's top barracks. Oh, that's not good.
This Daedalus rush Dragonite. I don't know if I would rush a Daedalus, but the extra attack damage early is generally relatively good.
I'll take that.
The Silencer, he doesn't want to sell this Null Talisman. He's like, guys, I've had it the entire game. It's special to me.
Coin for me.
I mean, he needs more money than that anyway. Because this only gives like 200 something. Bum bum bum. Yeezy. I'm hoping that's an MKB. If it's a Deso, I don't think that would be as good. Because his team already has a Deso mostly.
Heads up.
Mr. Zeratul with the Aetherland's Ags. Uh-oh, big stuns. Now every single stun is freaking big. Moment is now in a bad spot, though. Zeratul, he's sitting far, far back, throwing out that ultimate. And everybody's casually dying. Atlas especially. He's dead. Chainsaw Lobster King, he is also dead. And it's just Bristleback is the lone survivor. And he's just kind of sitting in the base, and at this point, 37 minutes in, they took top racks, they took mid racks, they're going to look for bottom racks now as well. 6-34. Absolutely crazy performance out of Team What. They're just kind of mopping the floor at this point. Range racks are down, here go the melee. And bam! Just like that. Melees are mega. Ranged are mega. And OG now dropping the GG in chat. All four of them. Good games. Just as the Aegis expires. Congratulations to Team What? We're going to the next game. At some point. So thank you everybody for being with us tonight so far. My name is sKai from sKaiHIGgaming, twitch.tv/sKaiHIGgaming. You can follow me at reach4 sKai if you're enjoying the chat. I also do a lot of free coaching on my channel and replay analysis on a very consistent basis. So if any of that is your jam, then I'd love to see you here. And music.